First of all, I would like to thank Marina, Raman, and Vika for such great event, as well as each of you to sharing your whole day with us. Thank you very much. Yeah, my name is Tural. I am around 20 years in the procurement field, working starting from the buyer till now. I'm a CPO of the PMD Projects company. The more information about me you can get from my LinkedIn page. I will not speak about my qualification, about my education, so you can easily type my name and surname in LinkedIn and you can get more information. The question, the topic of my topic today will be in the transparency in construction procurement. I will tell that this will start from the design development till the post-evaluation process of the vendors. So what we will talk within this frame, this is our topics today: who we are, what we are doing, how we are operating, the current market situation. Yeah, I forgot to mention that we will talk the case of my company, which is the PMD Projects and PMD Group. What we have done so far within last 3.5 years within the construction business of Azerbaijan. The company itself, the PMD Projects, part of the PMD Group of the companies. We are the construction management company, dealing within the civil construction, starting from the residential buildings up to the agriculture facilities, etc., etc. This is our organizational chart. I mean the procurement organizational chart, where we are, what's under the procurement, how we are operating. So I'm as a CPO, I'm a member of the executive board and reporting directly to the CEO, who is the chairman of the executive board. I have two managers, leaders, team leaders behind under them is contracts and tenders lead and procurement team leader. And this is the structure how we are operating. What are the challenges in our market? I mean Azerbaijan market, and I don't think that it's a difference between Ukrainian market and the Azerbaijan market, and I think that the situation within the all CIS countries, all post-Soviet countries, almost the same. First, we have the problems, not problems, I will tell that we have challenges with the people. What's it? Education. We don't have procurement, supply chain, discipline in universities or in academies or any other schools. So most of the team, most of the people, they are practicing and they are getting educated in the work. People competence in core teams. Again, it's related to the education. So people getting learn in the field, in the work. They are getting practice and they're educating like this. Non-confidence. Most of the time, people working as a procurement, they are not confident what they are doing, how they are operating, and it seems during the negotiation process, during the managing the tendering process, etc. They don't have technical knowledge and process management knowledge. Process itself. Unfortunately, within the countries like us, or Ukraine, Azerbaijan, and other post-Soviet countries, construction companies use it to work in non-transparent way. They were looking for connections, they were looking for some offering any other gifts to the buyers or procurement guys. By this, they try to get their contract signed, etc. And pricing. Companies which are the participating in bidding or tenders, they are most of the case they are underpricing the bid and giving low price in order to get the contract, and later on increase their prices and get their benefits. Other quality, HC terms. Companies are not ready to understand what's the HC, what's the quality assurance, what's the quality control. Most of them, they don't have HC policies, they don't have quality assurance policies, quality control policies. They are just bidding, they are just giving the price in order to get the contract and later on to manage it. Second, what we have done, it's a vendor relationship system. From the day one, we have positioned our company as open to all market players. We have opened our gates, announced to the market that we are open. We are not closed company, and we are ready to work with all desired companies which are the competent. And therefore, we have created our vendor management system. The vendor management system is from the vendor evaluation platforms. We have main key questions. This is licensing. If the company licensed it for the subject operation, if they have a connections, I mean, if they have a familiars inside of the company, if they have a family members inside of the company or not, or do they have the court history? If one of these questions are negative, so a company is not entering to our evaluation platform. We have two criteria, the main criteria and other criteria. Main criteria is experience, financial healthiness of the company, their human resources, their staff, and their assets. All this information we are getting from the pre-qualification documents, and after evaluation in the evaluation platform, we are allowing them to get into our vendor list. The other criteria is, do the company has a ISO certification? Do they have ERP system or aware about what's the ERP system? What's the origin of the company? Do they have reference letters? Do they have positive experience with previous vendors or companies? The other thing, detailed cross feedback to all tender participants about the result of the bidding. Our vendor management team always keeping informed all the bidders about the result of the tender, sorry. Because in most cases, in some companies, they are asking for the price or they are asking for the tender proposal, and that's all. Nobody informed about the results of the tender, how was process went, who selected, what was the winning amount of the bid. So we are, as we have positioned ourselves as an open company, we are giving the feedback, detailed feedback to all the participants about the results of the tender. It's commercial terms as well as the technical terms, how we have evaluated their bids, and we are trying to educate vendors to better prepare their bids for the next bid processes. We have vendor development program. We are organizing events once in a year. We are openly making the open doors, gathering around 100, 150 companies, mostly new companies, in the town hall. We are informing them about our processes, procedures, about our projects, what's going on with us, what will be our future projects, and trying to invite them to participate in our tenders. This is the town hall meetings, and mostly after the town hall meetings, our vendor management team organizing monthly or bi-monthly small events, inviting the companies who are in our vendor list to get familiar with our bidding system. I will show you later on later slides how we are working, how they should work with us, how they should prepare their bids in order to get works from us. In order, part of the vendor development program, our team is making the meetings, appointing meetings with key personnel of the vendors, key personnel of the contractors, in order to educate them, in order to develop their core skills better to prepare their bids. We are supporting them by involving our strategic partners, strategic vendors, to utilize our high discounts, which we are getting as a huge company, and in order to allow them to get better conditions and better prepared for our bids. Blacklist. we are not implementing blacklist system. We have a suspension list. We are just adding these companies to suspension list. So it means that within certain agreed period, which is described in our policy, this is 18 months. So within 18 months, they are waiting there. And after 18 months, they are again entering to qualification stage. They are again re-evaluating. And if they are capable to the work, they are adding to our main vendor list. But the blacklist, the only main one criteria which may cause to adding the company to the blacklist, is a bribe. If we have assured that the company offered somebody any gift, any money, so immediately the contract termination. We are terminating contract with this vendor and adding them to the blacklist. Thanks God, we don't have any company in our blacklist yet, within 3.5 years. Best-in-class procurement. What we have done. As I told, once we have started to implement the best practice within our procurement procedure, we have started to learn the international organizational experience, which was the Asian Development Bank, World Bank, and try to learn their procedures and adapt it or develop our own procedures according to their policies, considering local legislation. We are using the kind of the contract which is developed and adapted to our local standards, the FIDIC gray book, some cases it's a silver book. So the contract draft, use it from the FIDIC silver book and adapt it for our needs. And we are adding this contract as a part of the bid package and sending to the vendors in order to get reviewed and comment if they have any comments during the tendering process. We have internal stakeholder customer satisfaction process. As internal stakeholders of procurement organization in our company, it's project team, it can be the administration team, it can be the IT team. So we have the process in place where we are, my managers meeting on a weekly basis or bi-weekly basis with the project managers to get information, feedback about our team's performance, how we are acting, if we are on time, or do they have any complaints of our team, and so on. Since I have 5 minutes time, I will go quickly from this point. We are trying to implement 5 Rs as much as possible. We are not keeping any stock as a construction management company. We are giving the whole package as a EPC contract, as I told above, and we are not keeping any stocks. Post-contract award process. As I told, during the tendering process, all the key points are defined upfront. This is the evaluation criteria, weights, all contract conditions, list of possible vendors extracted from our main vendor list, and rechecked with their expression of interest process if they are willing to work with us or not. Tendering process is going smoothly. We are adding time for any questions. We are answering them. We are making the site visits. We are making the pre-bids meetings, explaining them how we are working with them, what's the process, how they need to prepare their bids. Tender evaluation going through 2 stages, the technical evaluation and then commercial evaluation. We are making the premise visit, conformity check, and the reference check with according their tender packages. Later on, tender negotiation, we are keeping the shortlisted vendors in transparent way. We are inviting them all in the same time in different meeting rooms and different people meeting with them to get the best and final offer from them, and trying to keep transparency in this way as well. Later on, with contract performance checking, we are, as a contract performance team, getting the KPI regarding their, if they are on the schedule, if they are charging the same cost, which we have agreed during the contract, and trying to be in line with the contract conditions. Variation orders, if we have any variation orders, according to internal procedures, we have set point percentage for unit price and lump sum price increase for any of the contract. It's around 10 or 40% for unit price change and 10% for lump sum price changes. If the design not developed well, so we don't have any chance to skip the variation orders. We are trying to develop design and then going to the bid in order not to have any additional cost during the tendering process. Agile procurement, agile project management. As a procurement, we are participating in two organizations within our company. It's Operation Committee and ExCom. Operation Committee. In Operation Committee, procurement guys meeting with project managers, with internal stakeholders, and trying to review the project itself in the embryo level, trying to explain them what will be our procurement strategy for this particular project, if we will go with main contract or if we will have separate split of the package project to the packages and go with package management, and define the tender strategy, define timelines and specifications. All this information going to the ExCom level, and on the ExCom level, as a CPO and the CEO and CFO, we are deciding to go with this project with this agreed terms, conditions, internal or not. We are deciding on ExCom level, we are buying it or we are doing it ourselves. I mean, the outsourcing or insourcing, and approving a strategy. I would like to talk also about the future procurement platform, which we are using here. This is Oracle-based web platform, which is we started to use currently. And with this platform, we are announcing all bids and tenders in a transparent way, so no one having the information, no one having the access to any bids, receive it till the deadline. And this is very traceable for the internal audit or company management level, because the only people having the access to this platform is the related persons to the particular projects, and as well as the company C-level representatives. This platform allows us to give the equal conditions to each bidders to submit their RFIs, to get the addendums in time, to get the price uploaded till the deadline. And during the process itself, procurement guys, procurement buyers does not have any access to the price till the deadline. I mean, here you can see the deadline. This screenshot from the particular project. So we are giving the deadline to vendors, so in order to submit their proposals by the deadline time. So once they are submitted, they don't have any access to the system, and this is opening for our procurement guys in order to extract the information and then evaluate and submit to the project manager and C-level for the approval. So as a result of today, what we can say that we have in place our vendor management system. We can be assured that the whole process is going in our company is transparent. We have agile procurement. We are keeping our company image in the highest level, and still we are open to cooperate with each market players. What I told at the beginning, the where transparency is starting the construction procurement is a design development, which is meaning that if the company will develop design of any project transparently, not depending from any other third parties, it means that you will have the chance to all the process going smoothly and transparently. If the designers or design development team has any interest during the specification development to put specification or items or materials offered and sponsored, let's say, sponsored by any other companies, so this is the smelling by fraud. This is all from my side.